Hello, and welcome to Allegion's 2021 Colorado Springs Manufacturing Day. My name is Jamie Holpuck, and I want to thank all of you so much for joining us today for our virtual field trip. We've got a great event planned for you today with many team members and leaders from across Allegion excited to share their experiences in the manufacturing industry with you. We hope you'll enjoy our next 90 minutes together and find the information valuable and informative. We'll have dedicated time for questions and answers towards the end of the event, but please feel free to submit your questions at any time throughout the presentation using the chat feature on the right-hand side of your Teams live screen. Let's go ahead and get started. Even though we're not in person at our locations today, we do want to invite you to take a virtual tour with us, during which you'll have the opportunity to see our operations in Colorado, as well as Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Tennessee, Texas, Kansas, California, and Washington. Let's take a look.
At Allegion, we believe manufacturing is both a vibrant and essential industry. With many new trends impacting what we do every day, from robotics to the Internet of Things and more, there's no doubt that the creators of tomorrow have important roles to fill in pioneering safety and security at Allegion, both now and in the future. Guided by a shared vision of seamless access and a safer world, our employees are innovators building products and solutions that create peace of mind. As a global manufacturer with more than 30 brands in our portfolio, we invest in tools, technology, and our employees. Because of this, we have a healthy U.S. presence, where those employees build mechanical and electronic locks, emergency exit devices, door closers, steel frames, and many other security solutions that help keep people safe at work, at home, in our community, and on the move. Let's take a look at some of our essential facilities and incredible jobs. Near Seattle in Everett, Washington, Allegion's AD System Solutions are produced in a 50,000 square foot facility. Since 2009, AD Systems has manufactured high-quality door systems for customers across healthcare, hospitality, commercial office, and education environments. Through a strong commitment to innovation and positive relationships with architects and designers, our experts in Everett quickly respond to the requests for custom work, ultimately building sliding doors and interior storefront assemblies for projects throughout the United States and abroad that can meet a variety of aesthetic, privacy, and safety needs. In fact, our AD Systems employees manufacture doors that can meet the strict health requirements of clinics and medical offices, as well as offer the energy-efficient and touch-free automated accessibility of the future. In Snoqualmie, Washington, also located near Seattle, Allegion produces technical glass products, or TGP, solutions. Since 1980, TGP has been supplying specialized glazing materials and systems for commercial and institutional buildings around the world. The brand is committed to helping solve challenges faced by architects, general contractors, and glaziers through its services and two product lines: fire-rated glass and framing, and specialty architectural glazing. You'll find these solutions at airports, schools, libraries, hospitals, and museums, among other places. TGP has exclusive agency relationships with Nippon Electric Glass, NEG, Pilkington, and RP Technic to distribute certain glass and framing product lines in North America and the Middle East. Our jobs in Snoqualmie range from assembly, with roles in fabrication, welding, and powder coating, to engineering, sales, and more. TGP solutions are additionally manufactured in Perrysburg, Ohio, where our talented experts cut and package fire-rated glass paired with frames built in Snoqualmie or sold separately as loose glass for other customized applications. There, our state-of-the-art facility boasts nearly 70,000 square feet of manufacturing space, with opportunities to operate robotic equipment, as well as automated machines that, on average, process sheets of glass that weigh more than 800 pounds. The Perrysburg facility has two main product lines: Pyrostop glass and Firelight glass, and the local team averages cutting more than 6,000 pieces of glass per month. Our Steelcraft brand boasts two manufacturing locations, a West Coast service and manufacturing center just east of Los Angeles in Chino, California, where we assemble and produce custom hollow metal doors and frames, and our main plant in Blue Ash, Ohio, near Cincinnati. While we proudly produce high-quality steel doors and frames at both facilities, our long-standing manufacturing history is rooted in Blue Ash. Located there for more than 75 years, a visit to our operations showcases talented employees with expertise in materials handling, welding, laser operating, and fabrication, creating doors intended to withstand fires as well as tornado and hurricane winds. Our production process starts with order entry, configuration, scheduling, and programming, and then moves to manufacturing our doors and frames from beginning to end, with finish on the paint line before shipping. From there, they go everywhere. That's right, you'll find these doors and frames around the world too, at medical centers, schools, and commercial offices. Some of our solutions can be seen in popular gathering places too, like the Superdome in New Orleans, the State Convention Center in Washington, and Iowa's State Sports Performance Center. You'll find our products at Ohio University, the University of Michigan, and the University of Kansas too. In Security, Colorado, close to Colorado Springs, we produce keys, lock cylinders, and mechanical locks, as well as high security credentials and biometric products, all for commercial buildings. We've operated there for more than 40 years, and our talented employees process over 100,000 parts per day and configure and test a wide array of high security products that are distributed to customers across the globe. The site is comprised of critical roles that include engineering, fabrication, assembly, testing, distribution, and supply chain management. Our associates use innovative tools like 3D printing, high-speed precision machining, and computer-aided design programs. We're especially proud to manufacture the Schlage brand of security solutions that provide seamless access at office buildings, universities, medical centers, and other vital places through mobile credentials. Our Olathe Operations has produced mechanical lock cylinders and keys for more than 40 years in the Johnson County area. Located just outside of Kansas City, our facility includes a nearly 300,000 square foot warehouse and employees who also work in distribution, customer care, and sales. In fact, any Schlage residential lock that you see at your local hardware store, like Lowe's or Home Depot, has been supplied through our Olathe Operations. That means if you live in the United States and have a Schlage door lock on your home, it passed through our facility here. We fulfill approximately 300 orders per day and ship nearly $1 million worth of product daily from this facility. With core competencies in assembly as well as shipping and receiving, there are many incredible opportunities to play a role in delivering Allegion's vision of seamless access and a safer world. Allegion also has a strong legacy in Illinois, where we have manufactured LCN door closers at our Princeton facility on Railroad Avenue for more than 70 years. Here we've invested in state-of-the-art equipment, from CNC machines that can be programmed to run multiple processes for manufacturing multiple product lines at the same time, to cobots that work next to our people in an assembly line, driving extra flexibility and efficiency. Using this equipment requires problem solving and troubleshooting, programming, digitization, and automation skills. You'll also find lab technicians that specialize in product testing, tool makers, and maintenance teams, all of whom play a vital role in taking our security solutions from start to finish. LCN products can be found in many high-traffic facilities such as schools, hospitals, government and correctional buildings around the world. Our creators produce 35 different series of closures and door hardware to choose from, products that have 15 to 20 years of operating life. Our Republic brand proudly operates in McKenzie, Tennessee, sitting in the northwest region of the state at the tri-point of Carroll, Henry, and Weakley counties. We've built high-quality hollow metal doors and frames there for more than 40 years, and today our talented creators produce 300,000 frames and 80,000 doors annually. You'll see our solutions everywhere from national museums in Washington, D.C. to corporate data centers on the West Coast. Our people specialize in customizing products to meet customers' exact needs. For instance, our talented employees grind down metal to prepare for a seamless door edge application, many times required for schools, hospitals, and commercial kitchens. And while our employees focus on customer needs, They've also innovated many of the ways we work to improve safety, ergonomics, quality, and efficiency. Because of that, you'll see automated processes and conveyors in McKenzie that transfer our doors and frames through different phases of production. But our people make the difference, running control stations, cutting and forming systems, paint lines, and commercial drying ovens, among other important equipment. And because we work with steel, precision welding drives our solutions to be strong and durable for years of continuous service. Yet another Allegion facility, located in Irving, Texas, features state-of-the-art custom manufacturing for our Republic hollow metal doors and frames. There, our experts use laser technology to make high-precision cuts of metal sheets that provide speed and flexibility, as well as minimal waste and greater efficiency for projects. Our operators additionally use brake presses to safely and accurately form frames, welding stations to match specific order requirements, and paint stations to put on the finishing touches. Unique skills utilized throughout these production processes highlight the level of talent our experts possess and that are needed in today's modern world of manufacturing. Rounding out our U.S. manufacturing footprint, we have 2 production facilities in Indianapolis, Indiana, located right down the street from each other. Operating on Toby Drive for more than 30 years and in the state for more than 100 years, we build Von Duprin and Falcon exit devices, as well as Glynn Johnson, Ives, and Zero International door hardware there. We're known for inventing the emergency exit device, as well as all of the customization we can provide for those life-saving devices today, which you'll see in nearly every public building, be it a government facility, a grocery store, a restaurant, a movie theater, a place of worship, a university, or otherwise. In fact, we produce more than 100,000 unique configurations in an average year. On any given day, we fulfill around 700 orders, requiring a cross-trained and flexible workforce with competencies in stamping, CNC machining, powder coating, plating, laser cutting, and etching. Our main line has a state-of-the-art vision system with 3D work instructions. It's so sophisticated that it detects errors and stops the line if a device is not built exactly as ordered. Our people play a critical role, through problem solving, in keeping our customers safe whenever and wherever our solutions are used. There's no doubt that Allegion employees are innovators, creating new and better ways to keep people safe. The manufacturing jobs found at our U.S. and global sites today are centered on employee empowerment, engagement, and problem solving. From assembly, engineering, IT, materials management, distribution and logistics, robotics, environmental, health and safety, tool making, and more, the career paths are vibrant and valuable at Allegion, and our work has never been more important.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Doris Stokes, and I'm the Human Resource Manager here at our facility, our Allegion facility in Colorado Springs. Welcome. We are so excited to have you with us for our 2021 Virtual Manufacturing Day. Each year, we hold this event in October to celebrate the amazing opportunities in manufacturing, and we hope to inspire some of you to pursue a career in this great industry. There are many vibrant and valuable jobs. Manufacturing, as we've definitely seen throughout this global pandemic, is essential. Think about it. If something isn't grown, it's made. And at Allegion, our work matters. Allegion has continued operating through the COVID-19 pandemic to continue producing our essential products, which do provide safety and security at medical centers and hospitals, among many other facilities. Of course, our event this year is virtual to help protect the health and safety, as well as the health and safety of our over 500 local employees. As a business that's been located here for more than 43 years, health and safety is our top priority. At Allegion, we invest in our employees and our facilities. If you were here in person with us for the tour today, you'd see many updates to help protect our people. Like we have reorganized our conference rooms to accommodate social distancing. All our employees are required to wear masks. We have many other activities that we use on a daily basis to protect all our employees as well as any visitors we may have. And even though you aren't here in person, we're going to spend the rest of our time together showing you everything we can about who we are and what manufacturing careers look like. Allegion has 30 brands around the globe. You'll see many of these brands produce products in the United States. Some that we'll cover with you today include Schlage, as well as LCN, Von Duprin, TGP, Steelcraft, and Republic. We manufacture safety and security products ranging from mechanical and electronic door locks for homes and public buildings to door closers, emergency exit devices, doors, frames, hinges, knobs, levers, kick plates, access control credentials and readers, and many other solutions. While Allegion is a global company, all of our locations, our employees, and our brands are connected by a shared vision and purpose. Our vision is seamless access and a safer world. Allegion manufactures many solutions that aim to make security more convenient and keep people and their property safe. Our purpose is to create peace of mind by pioneering safety and security. Our employees are innovative, creating new and better ways to keep people safe. Even adding connectivity and the Internet of Things capabilities to make our products smart. Allegion has a unique culture that reflects the shared values of our employees. We believe every voice matters, no matter your role at the company or your length of service. Be empowered and accountable. We believe that equity, inclusion, and diversity strengthen our teams, build employee engagement, deliver customer excellence, and produce superior business results. At our facilities, the products and solutions our people build help keep people and their property safe. We strive to make our be safe, be healthy value. Manufacturing jobs today are safer than ever because of new ideas and technology. And at Allegion, our value and investments have still driven us to have an incident rate that's 88% below the 2018 U.S. industry average. Our employees are innovators, creating new and better ways to keep people safe, even adding connectivity and Internet of Things capabilities to make their products smart. We believe working in and contributing to our communities matters too. Do the right thing and serve others, not yourself, are two values that lead us in giving back. Each year, our employees around the world are proud to directly support organizations and initiatives through donations, engagement, and thousands of hours of volunteer work. For example, here at Allegion in Colorado Springs, we're very active in working with Karen Share and Silver Key Senior Services as two examples. We invest in Gallup's engagement program, regularly sampling employee feedback. As far as our community impact, Allegion employs over 500 employees. The culture of our facility is very important to everyone. We produce over $250 million in annual revenue. We support close to a $25 million payroll annually. We have approximately 250 visitors per year. We contribute approximately $75,000 each year to different charities within the Colorado Springs area. And we also contribute over 850 volunteer hours through our employee volunteer activities.
Thank you, Doris. Hello, everyone. My name is Dan Jeffroy, and I have the privilege of managing the Allegion facility here in Colorado Springs. We build a large variety of mechanical and electronic security products for commercial applications across the globe. Applications like K-12 schools, university campuses, large and small office buildings, and medical complexes. The production in this plant alone includes world-class brands for mechanical locks and cylinders, biometric access control devices, and programmable readers and credentials that are used in all of these applications. We process about 6,000 orders and 30,000 line items per month, and our customers have the ability to order millions of different end item combinations. It's an amazingly complex and exciting field to be a part of. Manufacturers have provided the economic engine of growth throughout U.S. history. Now with COVID-19, manufacturers have mobilized to meet this challenge by adapting to the market and providing innovative solutions for commercial institutions, medical facilities, and even COVID-19 testing centers. Throughout the pandemic, Allegion led with an immediate focus on the safety and health of our people, our customers, and our communities. Leveraging our value of be safe, be healthy as our long-standing true north, we kept our essential employees working and took extra precautions to help keep them safe, whether they were on site or at remote locations. Pictured here, you see various examples of different health and safety efforts and controls that we put in place in order to do just that: social distancing, face masks, and contributing to the employees' health and that of the community. What's more, we also made improvements in all our year-over-year employee safety metrics. Manufacturing jobs today are safer than ever because of new ideas and new technology. In 2020, we saw a 9% year-over-year reduction in the total recordable incident rate, a 29% year-over-year improvement in lost time injury rate, and our value and investments have driven us to have an incident rate that is 88% below the reported 2019 industry average. Manufacturing is very important to the U.S. economy, and Allegion has a strong local and national impact on that. But nonetheless, manufacturing is at a crossroads. We're facing a skills gap. 80% of manufacturers report that there's a shortage of qualified applicants for open positions. Manufacturers reported that finding the right talent is now 36% harder than it was in 2018, even though the unemployment rate has nearly doubled the supply of the available workforce. It's easy to point to the stereotypes of manufacturing sweatshops that have been portrayed by Hollywood and television as the reason for that perception, but it's more than that. Stories and firsthand accounts have been passed through families regarding less than desirable conditions of factory work. And that's unfortunate because the manufacturing environment has changed. The manufacturing skills gap is also linked to the lack of STEM skills, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics among our workforce, and fueled by a decline of technical education programs in high schools, as well as a lack of interest in the manufacturing industry by today's youth. And due to that skills gap, it's now expected that there could be as many as 2.1 million unfilled positions in manufacturing over the next decade. That creates an incredible opportunity. At Allegion, manufacturing jobs are centered on employee empowerment, engagement, and innovation. We want your hearts and your minds in addition to your hands and your time. Allegion believes tools and technological investments are essential elements of being able to provide customers with shorter delivery cycle times and higher quality products. Today, many new technologies and trends are impacting manufacturing, like robotics, the Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence. More than 12.3 million people are employed in manufacturing in the US today. These millions of people are conceiving life-changing ideas, making a difference, and improving the lives of others through manufacturing. Equity, inclusion, and diversity initiatives are having a positive influence at manufacturers, including Allegion. Manufacturing drives growth in our economy too. Every $1 spent in manufacturing generates an additional $2.74 of value in other sectors. With that, I'd like to introduce Suzanne, who's going to talk to you a little bit about the value of jobs at Allegion.
Thank you, Dan. About 1.4 million US manufacturing jobs were lost during the early days of the pandemic, according to a study by the National Association of Manufacturers, setting back the manufacturing labor force by more than a decade. However, the industry has largely recovered those lost jobs and is now urgently seeking more workers. There are incredible jobs in manufacturing in a variety of expertise, from production and distribution to engineering and environmental health and safety. Locally, Allegion employs over 500 people in manufacturing. If you talk to our employees, many of them have worked in a number of those roles during their careers, and they have developed a variety of skills. You'll hear some of those experiences in a panel discussion later today. And I believe there can be a bright future for manufacturing as we will continue to see the introduction of new technologies. Tools and investments are essential elements of being able to provide our customers with shorter delivery cycle times, as well as higher quality. It's imperative to have employees who have the desire, knowledge, expertise, and capability to run, manage, and maintain such investments. Allegion is ready to hire and invest in young people that want to build a career in manufacturing. Allegion does offer internship, skilled trade apprenticeship, early career, and tuition reimbursement opportunities. Now, some of our HR leaders would like to tell you a little more about the many valuable opportunities for growth in apprenticeship programs that we currently offer here at Allegion. Let's see what they have to say.
At Allegion, we currently have 7 apprenticeship programs at multiple facilities. Some examples of the programs we offer include industrial maintenance technician, industrial manufacturing technician, tool and die maker, and CNC machinist. Employees receive a formal certification at the conclusion of the coursework and are on-the-job training. Some of the programs also include a Department of Labor journeyman's certification.
So in Indianapolis, I'm very excited about the program. We're actually just getting it off the ground. We're really focused on our CNC apprentices, where in Princeton, Illinois, we have more of an established program. We have over 20 apprentices in CNC, maintenance, and our tool and die programs. These programs are 3 to 4 years, and it requires 144 hours of online coursework, which equates to about 3 hours of work where individuals might come off the floor and take some online coursework while completing the program. It's also 2,000 hours a year of on-the-job training, where employees get to partner with a journey worker or a mentor to develop the skills that they need on the job.
We have industrial manufacturing, maintenance, machining, and CNC programming. The industrial manufacturing program is an 18-month program. The CNC programming and the maintenance and machining programs are all 4-year programs. Employees who participate are eligible to receive college credit that goes towards an associate's degree.
We currently will have our current employees as participants in our program.
We have men, we have women, those right out of school looking to advance their skill set, and then also those that have been with the company for over 20 years. So really it's a diverse group of people looking to expand their skills.
We're expanding our apprenticeship programs at Allegion to build a pipeline of skilled workers, to gain workers with skills that are customized to the specific needs of the business. These programs help retain employees by investing in them. And a recent Deloitte study on manufacturing reveals that 3.5 million manufacturing jobs will need to be filled over the next decade.
Apprenticeship programs are important because it gives the opportunity for employees to keep learning. Our apprentices will have the opportunity to learn on the job, not only hands-on learning as well as the educational online piece, but getting paid to learn.
These apprenticeship programs provide career and growth opportunities for our employees. Employees want to be challenged and they want to have an opportunity to grow their career. And these apprentice programs provide individuals a way to further develop a skill set that's very much in demand, which ultimately results in higher wages for our employees.
I believe that it's important for Allegion to expand its participation in apprenticeship programs. Oftentimes, people will start in a manufacturing role not really even having an idea of what it's like to work in a manufacturing environment or where their path can take them when they are in manufacturing. And apprenticeships just opens up the door for them in so many areas where they are provided solid training on the job, as well as some background in understanding the business, understanding how their job impacts the manufacturing line.
Today in manufacturing, the skills that are critical for our employees would be attention to detail, critical thinking, good communication, interest and aptitude for technology, dependability, ability to be cross-trained, and a great work ethic.
The types of skills that are required in manufacturing today not only pertain to the job that they're doing, say, whether it be welding or powder coating or machining, but we also look for people that can work well with one another. The teamwork aspect of their job is so important.
We're looking for someone that's eager to learn, someone that's a team player, people that are looking for a challenge, someone that likes to work on a variety of projects or jobs and really likes to problem solve. And people that can look at a program, a system, or process and say, hey, I can do that better.
Not only does it give our employees the opportunity to continue learning and learning new skills, capabilities, but it also does ensure that we are on the front end of the manufacturing skills gap.
I know with Allegion, we do highly encourage people to pursue their educational degrees, and so the apprenticeship program gets them one step closer to having a degree, as well as giving them that footing in terms of getting career promotion and growth.
Apprenticeship programs help employers recruit and develop a highly skilled workforce that contribute directly to the productivity and profitability of the business. In addition, investing in our employees has always been a priority at Allegion. Apprenticeship programs provide a pathway for employees to upskill and reskill, ultimately advancing in their careers and addressing the skills gap our industry is facing.
Well, I hope you enjoyed learning more about the many valuable opportunities to grow and develop in your career with Allegion. Importantly, if you were in person with us today, you'd also have the opportunity to speak to many of our valued employees and hear their opinions on what manufacturing means to them, as well as the opportunities they've seen in their own careers in manufacturing. Let's take a look.
If you like to make a difference in the community, making the world a safer place, people's homes, schools, hospitals, other institutions, educational institutions, to make them a safer place for our people out in the world, then Allegion is the place to work.
Not only is it a good place to work, you got good friendly people to work with, and it's also a stepping stone for opportunities to grow in the company.
What makes me come to work every day is the people that I work with. I enjoy the people that I interact with on a daily basis. It just makes my job a lot easier.
I've never been at a job where the people in the area wanted to help the other people, newer hires, new employees as much as here.
So there's a lot of mentorship that goes on here.
The training was very hands-on, which I appreciate that a lot.
One thing I love the most about my job here is how much I am out on the floor and interacting with the people. They're the experts, and that's who I'm learning everything from.
I think what I'm proudest of working here at Steelcraft is just the relationships.
What makes me proudest about the work I do is the people. If we don't have the people, we can't make the safe products, the quality products that we do today.
When I found out these doors are going to hospitals and schools and, protecting kids, that made me take a lot more, pride in my job.
It feels good that knowing that we're going to give people that sense of security and a peace of mind.
I chose Allegion because of the values.
With all the Allegion core values, it really is not limited to just how you are as an employee, but you can take all of those core values with you outside of these walls and apply it to your life, which is huge.
So we encourage our new team members all the time when they come in the doors to demonstrate those values and be curious beyond the obvious. Have a passion for excellence. Don't be afraid to speak up. I don't care if it's day one.
One of our values is this is your business, run with it. So if you have an idea, you can make that happen and grow.
I feel there's a lot of opportunities, especially with Allegion. They definitely show that they're interested in internal movement, advancement within the company.
At Allegion, I feel like everybody is committed to my development, the team's development, and just pursuing improvement every single day.
There's chances to go to college with tuition reimbursement as well.
So anyone that's interested in the challenge, anyone that wants to be able to make a difference somewhere, get some input and actually make a difference, I think Allegion's a good company to work for.
Hard work gets recognized. I've learned a lot here. I've went from a sheet of metal all the way to loading a door to go to the warehouse. So I've done a lot, I've learned a lot, and I think it's a great trade to be into because you can learn so much from what you're doing here.
My piece of advice would be learn, glean what you can from the person next to you, from the leaders, from the trainings that you're in.
Everything's going up more technologically, and I only expect it to keep going up.
I think the advancement in technologies at our plant in the last 10 years has been significant.
We're bringing in CNC equipment, robotics that allow those operators to kind of operate hands off for a little more technical role and get to see that they're really doing a good job and doing it safely.
Day in, day out, the technology is improving every day.
I would describe the future of manufacturing as inspirational.
It's definitely challenging. So those who, enjoy that, get a kick out of, fixing things, it's definitely a good industry for them.
Exciting. There's always change. There's always new technology. There's always new challenges. It never gets boring.
I would say ever changing.
I would choose the word evolving.
Growth. Always growing, always on the move.
Progressive.
Innovation.
Satisfying.
So automation is definitely the future of manufacturing.
In my experience, I would say a journey. The reason why I say a journey is because in a journey, you know where you're going, but you don't know what you're going to see. You don't know what you're going to experience. And during a journey, you learn about so much because you're seeing things for the first time or seeing new things. That's kind of how I've looked at my career here, is that I kind of, once I got into the manufacturing, I knew where I was going, but I didn't know what I was going to see. I didn't know what I was going to experience. And almost on a daily, weekly basis, I'm seeing things for the first time or seeing new things, how to process things in a different way.
Because I think manufacturing is a really good opportunity and a good place to work. So I would encourage anyone to pursue a career at Allegion.
I'm so proud and inspired by the employees who took the time to share their thoughts on their manufacturing careers. In an industry that is so vibrant, it is hard to sum up all of the opportunities in one word or phrase. I'm also extremely proud of the next group of employees you're getting ready to meet and hear from, who will share personal stories about their manufacturing journeys with you today. Just a few weeks ago, we gathered 6 of our employees, each from a different one of our facilities, online for a virtual discussion of manufacturing careers today. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining Allegion's 2021 Manufacturing Day event. My name is Jamie, and I am one of Allegion's communications managers. We are so excited to have each of you with us virtually today, and I'm even more excited for the opportunity to introduce you to a few of Allegion's employees from some of our U.S. manufacturing facilities. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and kick us off with some introductions. So panelists,
I'm going to give each of you the opportunity to take a minute to share with us your name, your location, your role, and how long you've been with Allegion. So David, I'm going to kick it over to you first.
My name's David Tolentino. I've been with Allegion for 6 years. I'm from the California Chino facility, and my role is inventory specialist.
Thank you, David. Christine, how about you?
Hi, I'm Christine Halvis. I'm out of the Colorado Springs facility. I've been with Allegion for 5 years and I'm a frontline leader.
Thank you, Christine. Jason?
Kia ora, g'day. Hello, my name is Jason. I am from the McKenzie, Tennessee plant, and my role, I guess you would call it, material specialist utility.
Thank you, Jason. Taviana, how about you?
My name is Taviana Tyson, and I'm at the Olathe, Kansas facility, and I'm a material specialist.
Hi, Taviana. Sean, how about you?
My name is Sean Bilkey Smith. I've been with Allegion for about 2.5 years out of the Snoqualmie, Washington facility, and I'm a CNC machinist.
Thanks, Sean. Okay, Brandy.
Hello, my name is Brandy Smith. I'm at the Everett AD Systems facility, and I've been with Allegion for 3 years, as of this month, actually, and I'm in production control.
Thank you, Brandy. And thank you all so much for taking the time to share your experiences with us today. I want to start off by asking, oftentimes or sometimes, a lot of our employees don't necessarily expect to pursue a career in manufacturing. So I'm going to start with Sean on this one. Did you expect to pursue a career in manufacturing? And if not, why? And how did you find your start? And so more specifically, how did you find Allegion?
So no, I did not expect to get into manufacturing. My friend's dad worked in manufacturing and was an owner of a shop. And so that's where I got my first machining job. And I found out that I really liked working with my hands, that I didn't have to sit at a desk basically. And after a few shops here and there, I met one of my coworkers who ended up joining Allegion, and he told me about it, said it was a great opportunity, and said that I should apply. And so then I applied and got a job.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. David, did you have a similar experience, or how was your journey to finding manufacturing?
Well, my first choice was not manufacturing. I didn't even know it was actually a choice. I just happened to know somebody at a manufacturing facility previous to Allegion, and I fell in love with the welding, with the whole machining. That's where I started. I applied for a temp agency, which transferred me to Allegion, and trying to get out of the graveyard shift where I was before, and it just worked out. I've been here for 6 years, 5 years on the production line, and I just moved up into the office, and yeah, that's how I got to Allegion, and couldn't be happier.
Wow, it's really cool to hear about your growth throughout the manufacturing organization as well. Yeah. Brandy, how's your career path been in finding manufacturing?
I worked in a lot of different industries, restaurant, bartending, and moved into industrial construction, and found out I had a kind of a niche for ERP systems. And so after moving to Washington State, I applied for an order entry / admin position at AD. Since then, I've managed to get into production scheduling and then into production control, and really enjoy the ERP system implementations and process improvements.
Thank you so much for sharing. And that's a great lead in to our next question, which really shows that there are such a variety of different jobs within our manufacturing facilities, from the line to ERP systems. We have people putting things together. We have people running machines. We even have jobs people might not think about, like our ERP systems or robot operators, material schedulers, even customer service and enterprise excellence. So Christine, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your role and how it's critical to our manufacturing operations?
So my role as a frontline leader, on the production floor, I'm responsible for making sure our lines are running efficiently, and this is through a lot of strategic planning, different processes, and definitely the support from the team. And it's critical to our operations because we're the final lock assembly. We're the last ones to see the locks before they go out to our customers. So product quality is our top priority, and this definitely helps towards the safety and satisfaction of our customers.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Sean, do you want to tell us a little bit more about your role?
Yeah, so everything begins with our department machining. We make the frames and windows, and we have to put the hardware procedures in, so all the holes, notches, and basically all that. And without any of that, you can't put the door together because there's no place for the hardware to go. So it all starts with us.
Great point. I know all of your roles are extremely critical to our manufacturing operations, but I'm going to last call on Jason to tell us a little bit more about his role and how it's critical to manufacturing.
Yeah, so I'm basically a utility in the warehouse here in McKenzie, and my role essentially covers about 6 positions. I'm there to cover people when they are on vacation, if they're sick, or if they get called away from work urgently. I deal predominantly with all the finished goods that come out of pick and pack, and I set them up in the warehouse into day lanes and so forth, so on and so forth. I load out the less than truckload loads. That's the small 1-2 pieces here, not the bulk pull loads. I also set up the bulk pull loads, and I make sure everything is available and right there when someone needs it. So if anyone comes back to the warehouse to do another quality check, or if they need to add some parts to frames or doors that we have and need to take them back, I know exactly where they are. They just have to come and see me. So I control the organisation back at the finished area of the warehouse right before we load it on the truck, which is the last step in the process. So if I miss something, it's not a good thing.
Fascinating. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing about that. It was really interesting to hear about the beginning of the process with machining and the end of the process as well. Thank you guys. So a unique benefit that Allegion offers is actually tuition reimbursement. At Allegion, we'll actually pay up to $8,000 a calendar year for you to go back to school. So David, I think this is an experience you can speak to. Have you currently used this tuition reimbursement, or and if so, has that helped you to pursue your professional goals, and how do you expect that to impact your career in manufacturing?
Yes, I have. I've actually used it for about 3 years now. It helped me get my my business administration degree, so it has helped me tremendously. Just not knowing I don't have to pay it out of my own pocket. That Allegion cares enough to help us out to grow as well. And with my degree, I've actually stepped into the office as an inventory specialist, which, you know, I do all the inventory stuff. I make sure everything's accounted for budget wise, stuff like that. So my long-term career here at Allegion that I want to get to is moving up into management. So hopefully, you know, as I keep going, I may be able to do that by going even further using the tuition reimbursement and going further into my schooling.
Thank you so much for sharing that, and it's really cool to hear about all the opportunities for growth within Allegion and those that have taken advantage of this benefit. I know individuals personally that have taken advantage of this benefit all across the organization, so thank you so much for sharing your experience. So I know me personally, I can find so many ways that working at Allegion makes me proud. But Christine, do you want to share some ways that Allegion makes you the proudest and your work at Allegion makes you proud?
Honestly, it's really moments like when I'm out and about, I'm at the store, I could be at a doctor's appointment, on a military base, my kids' school, other people's homes, and then you see that they have Schlage locks installed. And, you know, I just think about that impact, and it may be just a lock to some, you know, just a means of access, but it's security. And to know that I'm a part of helping towards someone's safety is rewarding.
Absolutely, well said. Taviana, do you want to add to that? What about working at Allegion makes you proudest?
What makes me the proudest is the knowledge that you get when you're learning about these different locks. I just feel like you benefit so well, and when someone is actually having a problem with their lock, you're able to fix it. You're able to know, oh, I know what's wrong with this. I can help them.
Great point. Jason, what makes you proudest?
The fact that they've given me multiple roles to do, it just expands my knowledge of the business so much that, you know, I mean, before I used to look at it as a door, it's just a door. Now I sort of know how the ins and the outs work of it. You know, I can actually walk up to doors and around the place and say, oh yeah, that's an Allegion door, just by the shape of it. So I'm thankful for the teaching that they gave me, and the fact that they put all their faith in me and let me go where I could go with it.
Thank you so much. All right, well, we've had the opportunity to hear a little bit more about each of your manufacturing careers today. So I'm interested to hear, what piece of advice would you give to someone considering their own manufacturing career? Brandy, do you want to share a little bit more about that?
Ask questions. Yeah, it's the more questions you ask, the more knowledge you gain, and the further you can really expand what you're doing within the company, not just in manufacturing, but up through the management levels and into even now, like implementations with other facilities. So ask questions.
Great piece of advice. Taviana, what piece of advice would you give to someone?
A piece of advice I would give someone is to apply yourself. If you apply yourself to your job, you will become more advanced and you will gain so much more experience, and you can pass along to people before that. And I'd say like this would be a good opportunity to grow through a company and just experience more of that.
It's a great piece of advice as well. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to ask each of you to answer this final question for us today. So to summarize, if you could describe today's manufacturing careers or even your own manufacturing career in one word or phrase, what would it be? And David, I'm going to ask you to go first.
I would say variety. Nobody knows this, but manufacturing is such a broad thing, and you know, from being on the line, from management, you have those people, accounting, programming, engineering. So variety for sure.
Variety is a great one. Christine, what would you say?
I would say evolving. There's always so many opportunities out there and just different ways to create yourself as a better asset to the company.
I like it. Jason, what's your word or phrase?
I would say it's really one of the only certainties in a facing uncertain future of this world. Got to have the manufacturing. It's always going to be there. Can't live without it.
Great point. Taviana, what's your word or phrase?
I would say possibilities. There's so many more things that you can learn from this company, and as you can see, you can grow a lot more than you know.
Love that. Sean, what was yours be?
I would say it'd be exciting. You get to work with tools and materials that most people have never heard of or don't even really know about, and the technology is ever changing, and it's always exciting.
Great. Brandy, round us out. What would be your one word or phrase?
Adaptable.
Why would you say adaptable?
We are challenged quite often just within our fabrications that we get and requests from customers, but also, like with 2021 and adapting to doing things differently. And a lot of people in the organization are very adaptable to what we need to do to get our jobs done.
I think that's a great one, and I think we can all relate to the need to adapt, and we've all been doing a lot of that lately. So great point. Thank you guys so much. And truly just want to thank each of you for so much for taking the time to share your valuable insights and experiences with all of us today, and especially the students who are listening today. We truly appreciate all of the essential work that you do to support our manufacturing operations. So again, just thank you all so much for your time today.
Thank you, Jamie, and thank you to all of our employees for your contributions to Allegion and to the manufacturing industry. So the employees you just heard from truly showcase the broad variety of experiences available in our field. Now I have the honor of introducing another Allegion team member who has had many valuable experiences in manufacturing. In fact, this individual got his start as a first-line supervisor on the manufacturing floor, and today he's Allegion's first and only CEO. I could share a lot about Dave's leadership and his career achievements, but I know he's here today because he wants to share his own real-life story about the value of the opportunities within manufacturing. Dave, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dan. It's good to hear the stories of Allegion Manufacturing. I want to welcome the young people, the people that are interested in career advancement at Security Colorado's Manufacturing Day. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I want you to step back and think for a minute. 45 years ago, I was you, a student, coming out of high school, wondering where was my path going to take me? Where was my life going to take me? I was a below average student. I want to repeat, I was a below average student. I had been accepted to universities, but what changed my path was a balance of education and job experiences that ultimately led to a job in manufacturing. I was a good athlete 45 years ago, played basketball, and when I made my choices coming out of high school, I continued my working career in an electrical wholesale house, went on to a junior college called Iowa Western Community College, played basketball and worked, and that combination of work experience and career development changed my life. I would not be sitting here today as the CEO of Allegion with 11,000 employees if I had not taken that path. And I'd encourage you, as you think about manufacturing and discover the opportunities, not only at Allegion and security, but manufacturing is a path for development. It can change your life. How did it change my life? I went on from my junior college days in Council Bluffs, Iowa, to the east of you. Completed my 2-year education, then went and studied industrial management at the University of Northern Iowa. When I completed that study, again, as a below average student, the muscles between my ears didn't work quite as good as the muscles in my body, but I muscled through it. I got through my education. In 1981, I started as a first-line supervisor in Lincoln, Nebraska for a company called Squaredy. It was really the first time that I'd walked into a manufacturing environment, and there were some unique elements. I was a part of a big team. There were people that took me under their wings and taught me lessons of working with people, of working with machinery, and working with a variety of processes that make a manufacturing business and community work. quite exciting, a great learning opportunity. Why was it good for me? If you go back when I was 18 years old, I was very good at learning with my hands. I was very good with the use of tools. And when I could be in an environment a learning environment that, allowed me to put my hands on different processes, work with people, and continue to develop and grow, it was just a great environment for me. When you look inside a manufacturing facility anywhere in the world, there's complex subsystems that come together to allow us to make products like locks and cylinder systems in security, which you'll get some exposure today, or through some of the videos, steel doors in our other facilities. But from your cell phone to the automobile or bus that you may arrive into school, manufacturing brings these great ideas, engineering, and capabilities together to be able to produce products that make our world more friendly, our world more clean, our world more clean. And the capabilities helped us solve problems in our daily life, from the manufacturing and processing of food to the devices that we use to the home we live in. So the manufacturing industry on a worldwide basis is part of what we're a part of. And inside that, you have systems of human resources, the management of people, the management of materials through material science and management, engineering, tool making, the maintenance of equipment. And so when you walk into the 500,000 square feet of manufacturing space at Security, Colorado, it opens up a variety of career opportunities. That's what happened to me 41 years ago when I started at Square D, and it changed my life. It certainly changed my family's lives. When I started on the factory floor at Lincoln, Nebraska, I had not seen an ocean. I had really not been out of the upper Midwest, as far west as Wyoming, as far east as Illinois. Today, I've been in 49 of the 50 states. I've been in 53 countries around the world. My manufacturing career has taken me over 7 times around the world, and that opportunity exists for you if you decide to go down this path. I'd also say the opportunity exists for you if you choose the right company like Allegion or others that will develop this mental and physical capabilities that can change your life. The lessons I've learned inside a manufacturing facility have helped me grow, learn, and nurture in a variety of ways. And one of the best parts about it is being around great people like Dan, Doris, Suzanne, Jamie. The people that you meet, the diversity you're exposed to, if you're willing to take those lessons and learn together, are powerful. Manufacturing to our world, to the state of Colorado, to the United States is critical. Wealth in a nation is created through manufacturing things that can be traded with the world. In your history lessons, you may have studied the Civil War. The North won. Why? Because they were on the right side of the issue, but they also had the factors of production. The factors of production to manufacturing the things that were important for war. 200 plus years later, we're still, need to be able to create wealth. It's created through manufacturing of different types, hard and soft manufacturing. Manufacturing is essential. It's essential to our nation and the wealth that's derived from it. So as you think about a manufacturing opportunity, to make the world go, people have to come together, design, engineer, work together, be able to sell these products. It creates wealth, it creates jobs, it creates career opportunities. And I'm here to say today, there are many vibrant and valuable opportunities within the manufacturing community, nationwide and potentially worldwide for you. Allegion has a very successful history. If you understand some of the roots of our company, we have manufactured in Security, Colorado for almost 50 years. Some of the roots of our company go back 100 years. And to be able to stay at that level of competitiveness, we're always reinventing ourselves. We say in a spirit of continuous improvement, we invest not only in our manufacturing capability, but in our people. If you remember a second thing from me, as you think about your career going forward, and if you choose any employer, think about one that will invest in you and help develop your skills. Again, if you go back to Lincoln, Nebraska, I chose a company that would invest in me, and it made all the difference. I would say to you, Allegion is one of those types of companies. We invest in new technologies, develop new products. To be competitive in the world, we have to invest in both. And Allegion, I think, has an outstanding ability to develop you and the business that we run today. In the security business, we're the fastest growing and most profitable in our space. It's because of our people and our commitment to invest in the capabilities. So you bring that together, your work matters in our world. Think about this. There's 7 billion people on the planet. There's over 40 billion openings in the world. That's our playground at Allegion. That's our sandbox. We make the things that keep people secured, locked. We apply technology like your cell phone, voice technology, software, firmware that opens up a whole new exciting world for our business. Our work matters because we keep people safe. We enhance the productivity to keep people secure and flowing. I'd say most importantly that your voice, our team's voice, our over 11,000 employees' voices matter in keeping Allegion strong, keeping our people working and prosperous. And through our development, we'll nurture and invest in you so that you can contribute to the continuous improvement of Allegion. Most important, to be safe and healthy. Second, to keep our business competing with anywhere in the world, where we want to compete. It creates jobs in our community like Colorado Springs, but it creates opportunities for people to grow and nurture. As I think about today, 45 years ago, I was you. There's great opportunities if you consider manufacturing to grow and develop your mind, your body in a healthy way. I hope you'll consider Allegion, but I also hope you'll consider the opportunities that are available in manufacturing to help you grow. Be safe, be healthy. I'll turn it over to Jamie, I believe, and we'll be ready to go. Thanks for your attention today.
Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you for joining us and for those inspiring words for the students today and for sharing your own manufacturing experiences as well. We really appreciate it. So now I'm going to move us into the Q&A portion, and we do have a few questions here for us today. And so the first one that I'm going to queue up here is, what is one piece of advice you would give to students today or someone who is looking to join the manufacturing industry? And Dave, given your comments that you just shared with us, is that one that you would want to expand on or maybe help us to boil down all of the great thoughts that you just shared to one piece of advice?
I would say in your careers, in your lifetimes, you're going to have many choices. Do your due diligence. Due diligence means understand the company that you're going to join. And is it safe? Is it profitable? Is it a good industry? And will they grow and develop you? I think if you can ask those few questions, it will lead you to companies like Allegion or other strong manufacturers versus just, I'm here to work. There's plenty of places out there to go to work, but will you be part of a good team that's safe and healthy? And will they invest and develop you? These are key questions, and it would be things to think about for the students.
Excellent advice. Thank you so much, Dave. And Dan, I'm actually going to come to you with the same question. What's one piece of advice that you would give to the students who are considering manufacturing as a career?
Well, I think Dave hit the nail on the head. You have to know what the company's about, and I think you have to be open to learn anything you possibly can and to engage in whatever experience comes your way. I mean, at the end of the day, there are millions of different opportunities, and engaging in that and really looking at what you need to do to learn everything you possibly can and try all the different things that you possibly can. If you're in an environment that supports you, you're going to be successful at the end.
Also great advice. Thanks, Dan. And Suzanne and Doris, from the HR perspective, I'll have you guys share a piece of advice as well. So Suzanne, do you want to go first?
Certainly. I would say definitely keep an open mind. And as we mentioned before, manufacturing offers a variety of different options. So you may start out on the floor, but through the process of learning and exploring other opportunities, you may start out on the floor, but then you may end up either running the plant or perhaps even in the C-suite like Dave.
Also great advice. Thanks, Suzanne. And Doris, do you want to round it out with a piece of advice for students?
Sure. I think being persistent, coming in, doing the best you can, doing the best job you can, you will be rewarded. A lot of opportunities in manufacturing, and I think a big benefit that Allegion has is our tuition reimbursement. And we've seen many of our employees take advantage of that. Give an example of our previous plant manager, started in our foundry, shoveling sand, and is now our VP of Operations.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. So the next question is actually asking about memories from the manufacturing floor. So Dan, I'll start with you there. What's one of your fondest memories from the manufacturing floor?
Well, thanks, Jamie. I think it's tough to nail it down to just one, but one of the things I enjoy the most is going out on the manufacturing floor and having someone pull me aside and share something about their family, things that their kids are doing, sharing an experience where their son or daughter just got accepted to a college, or they're starting a new job, a new career. I think, to me, that's the really neat thing about being here every day is sharing in the personal experience that people have in their daily lives.
That's really special for sure. Thank you. Dave, I'm sure you have plenty of fond memories from the manufacturing floor as well. Do you want to share one with us?
I would say maybe reflective of a long time in manufacturing. If you want routine every day, the same thing every day, don't come into manufacturing. I can say in 41 years, there has never been a day like the day before, and it creates excitement in that tomorrow will be different. This is not a situation where you're going to watch the clock and say, when am I going to get out of here? Because things are changing all the time. I think one of the unique things about manufacturing is there's new problems to solve every day. And if you like using your creativity, working together with others to solve the problem of the hour of the day and be successful, this is a great place to be. And when you're in the creative process, solving problems, you're not thinking about the outside world, and time goes very fast. And, this is what has really inspired me. Over 41 years, I've never had to watch the clock. Every day has been interesting, and it's part of what we do to stay competitive and driving this philosophy of safe and competitive and continuous improvement. It brings interesting dynamics every day. You'll never be bored.
Thank you, Dave. The next question is asking about pay in a manufacturing career. So Doris, can I come to you with that one, and maybe you can reiterate what pay looks like in a manufacturing career and potentially expand on that as well in terms of the benefits that we also offer?
Sure, absolutely. We have a very competitive pay structure within Allegion. We look to stay equivalent to the market, if not lead the market in our pay practices. Individuals can come in as a temporary prove themselves, be hired permanently. You can move, from assembler 1, assembler 2, assembler 3, up to a frontline leader, as you saw with Christine Halvis. We also have other opportunities on the materials end. If you move into shipping and receiving, you could move into a scheduler role, a buyer planner role. Each one of our organizations within Allegion has, growth potential. The other, on the benefits side, I think our benefits are extremely robust. Our 401k match is one of the best in the industry. We do 6% of the first, 100% on the first 6% in your 401k. Tuition reimbursement, medical, dental, vision, the entire, the entire line of benefits is what we offer at Allegion.
Thank you, Doris. The next question, Dan, I think I'll come to you first on it, is how has the Colorado Springs plant been able to operate throughout the pandemic?
Oh, thank you, Jamie. So, of course, the pandemic has been challenging for every industry and every business. And here at Allegion, we really, I think, went above and beyond to make sure that our employees stay safe. We took, of course, the normal measures of mandating masks across the facility, but we also went as far as taking apart assembly lines, moving them out, separating them, keeping a 6-foot social distancing, and following that same practice throughout the facility in the break areas, the office areas, and so forth. And we also highly encourage all of our folks to take care of themselves, be healthy, to get vaccinated, and make sure that they're looking out for their coworkers on a day-to-day basis as well.
Excellent. Thanks, Dan. Dave, is there anything you'd like to add or expand on there?
I'd say hopefully in the young people's life, you don't have to live through a pandemic again, but lots of actions taken by Allegion to keep our people safe. One is personal protective equipment, things like masks, hand washing, promoted early. There was no debate. And it's one of our core values. My job as the CEO is to keep our people safe and healthy. We take it seriously. We were very proactive. Second is the educating and awareness around the importance of vaccination. Again, it's a personal choice, and we allow that at Allegion, but we also offered incentives and some strong incentives to help people consider to do the right thing in terms of vaccination. I'd say third, it was important that we keep people in our jobs, and we work on a worldwide basis, keep people safe and healthy, and our teams did some amazing work to get PPE around the world where it was needed, but also we can develop systems to keep you safe, keep our business rolling and employed. This was important to all of our employees, and they did it extremely well. So you faced some of the same challenges in the schools. Some of you went to remote learning, some of it, certainly distance and PPE things. This is all part of keeping our nation healthy, our Allegion healthy, and our people healthy. Being safe and healthy is one of the strong messages, pandemic or not, at Allegion, and it should be as part of our daily lives. So thanks for what you do to keep yourself healthy. It's an important value for Allegion.
Very well said. Thank you, Dave. That is all of the time that we have for Q&A today. Thank you so much for your engaging questions, and thank you, Dan, Doris, Suzanne, and Dave, so much for your responses as well. At this time, we want to share with you special remarks from a few of our elected officials from the great state of Colorado.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Suthers, Mayor of Colorado Springs. I hope you enjoyed that short look at our city's history and current success. I realize our manufacturing industry is a large part of the story in Colorado Springs. Thank you for including me in this virtual event to celebrate Manufacturing Day. I want to thank you for your important work, your desire to improve, and your dedication to our city. Enjoy the event.
Hi, I'm Senator John Hickenlooper. The last 18 months have been difficult for all of us, and especially for students, teachers, and their families. But this pandemic doesn't mean we stop planning for the future. So I'm thankful we have groups like the National Association of Manufacturers that are still taking the time to offer opportunities and resources to support all of you, our future leaders. October is National Manufacturing Month, a time to celebrate the vital contributions of manufacturers across the nation. Manufacturing, an industry that fuels our economy, also provides jobs and benefits that touch every community. Manufacturing has lifted America out of some of its darkest days and into some of our most prosperous years. More than 12 million people are currently employed in manufacturing in the U.S., and 150,000 of those people are employed right here in Colorado. As a former small business owner, a mayor of Denver, and as governor of Colorado, I've seen firsthand all that manufacturing does for our state. In fact, for every dollar spent in manufacturing, we generate almost $3 for the state's economy. Even better, there are so many different career paths in manufacturing for young people today, from production and distribution to engineering. There's a place for everyone. But despite how important manufacturing is for our state and our country, over the next decade, 2.1 million manufacturing jobs will go unfilled due to the skills gap. Today, we have the opportunity to start bridging that gap. Here in the Senate, we are working to make sure these jobs stay in the United States and continue to provide fulfilling careers and help bolster local economies. But we have to invest in workforce training. We have to invest in alternative paths to four-year college degrees that lead students to good-paying, in-demand jobs. I'm lucky enough to serve as chair of the Subcommittee on Employment and Workplace Safety, and I can focus in that role on finding ways to grow the workforce of today and tomorrow. That means focusing on programs to support lifelong learning and training within our education and workforce development system to allow folks to take multiple paths and multiple avenues to a successful career. A strong workforce development infrastructure will only help the manufacturing industry find skilled workers and avoid falling behind globally. And keeping workers trained on the latest and greatest technology will help ensure workers have full careers. We'll keep working here in Washington to give you the best options we can when deciding what path your future will take. It's up to you to decide which one is best for you. Thanks for your time.
So as you think about all you've heard today, please take a look at this slide and consider something. Everything you see here on Earth that didn't occur in nature was created in a manufacturing facility by very talented and dedicated people just like you. Manufacturing is fundamental to the well-being and advancement of our society. So as we wrap this up today, I'd like to ask some things of all of you that are attending. Please help spread the word about manufacturing. It's a very vibrant industry, and as you've seen, it creates a lot of very valuable jobs. Participate in STEM classes and encourage others to participate in STEM classes. And then check back with us on a frequent basis to see what opportunities we have, what we're doing differently, and come in and talk to us, visit with us, and see what opportunities exist for you and for the future of your career. And with that, I'd like to thank you for your attendance today and wish you the best as you go forward this week. Thank you.